between Trump and Xi Jinping is slated to take place tomorrow. Meanwhile, viewers, more news coming in. The Chinese Defense Ministry has confirmed that India and China have held a fresh round of border talks aimed at strengthening communication and reducing tensions along the western sector of the disputed frontier. The ministry has stated that both sides have agreed to maintain active and in-depth dialogue through military and diplomatic channels. The latest discussions were held on the Indian side of the meeting point and focused on improving coordination and managing sensitive zones along the line of actual control. Beijing has stated that the meeting reaffirmed the commitment of both militaries to avoid misunderstandings and preserve stability in the western sector. India's Ministry of External Affairs has yet to issue a statement, but officials have characterized recent talks as constructive and conducive to easing long-standing border frictions. Remember, in July, India and China had held discussions along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh, which China described as candid, while India painted the talks as a positive step towards the normalization of ties between the two countries. The renewed engagement comes amid a slow thaw in relations since the deadly Galwan Valley clash in 2020. The next round of talks is expected later this year. Shifting focus to more news coming in, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has held bilateral talks with Japan's Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi. Hegseth has stated that the Japan-U.S. alliance is critical to deterring Chinese military aggression. He has also added that the United States looks forward to strengthening the Japan-U.S. equation in order to respond to regional contingencies and keep both countries safe. After their meeting, Hegseth stated that he had a great meeting with the Japanese defense minister. The U.S. Defense Secretary has in fact emphasized that he welcomes Japan's commitment to increasing its defense spending and that the two countries can achieve peace through strength. Remember, yesterday when Trump was speaking to U.S. troops aboard USS George Washington, he had emphasized that a deal for the United States to provide missiles to Japan has been finalized and the missiles are likely to be received by Japan sometime later this week. More news coming in. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is urging China to stop its help to Russia to evade Western sanctions and use its influence to press Moscow to end the war. Speaking in Kiev alongside Dutch Foreign Minister David Van Wiel, he stated that Beijing should not help prolong the conflict in any form. Listen in to what he said.
Зараз є Китай, який є великим імпортером російської енергоресурсів. І якщо президенту Трампу вдасться поговорити або вирішити, прийняти рішення, знайти порозуміння з Китаєм на те, щоб зменшити імпорт російської енергетики, я думаю, нам всім це допоможе. У нас були розмови телефоні з Сі Цзіньпіном, він мене запевнив, що зброю продавати русським він не буде. Ми бачимо, що Китай давав верстати для зброї Російської Федерації. Ми бачимо, що допомагає обходу санкцій. Ми бачимо, що є китайські найманці, які воювали проти українських військових. Ви знаєте, що у нас вони в полоні були деякі, так, ті, хто вижили. Ну і тому ми б дуже хотіли, щоб Китай тиснув на Росію закінчити цю війну і ні в якій формі не допомагав її продовжувати.
All right, viewers, with that, it's a wrap on the China Report. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX World. Thank you.